Hi, everyone. Welcome to our new podcast, Egyibberish. My name is John.
And my name is Barry.
And together we're going to bring you some interesting gibberish from all across the Western and Middle Eastern world. And hopefully you're going to be able to join in by following us on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok and being able to join in the conversation and give us some topics to talk about as well. But in this first episode, we are going to introduce ourselves and talk a little bit about why we've started a podcast and what you can expect to hear. So, Barry, why don't you tell us, why have we called it Egyibberish?
Well, basically because I'm from Egypt. My name is Barry, but the actual name is Muhammad Ibrahim, actually. So I'm Muhammad from Egypt, from Alexandria specifically. I'm 32, and I came to Dubai 8 years ago to work with Emirates. And
Such a long time ago.
What?
It's such a long time ago.
It is a long time ago, but I'm not working.
What? Who taught you manners? What? It's pardon.
I'm not English, sorry. So.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so and that's why it's called Egyibberish, by the way. But yeah, we'll go to that later. So so I've been here for 8 years. I haven't been working with Emirates for the entire 8 years. Now I work in retail. I do like anime. I'm 32 years old, and that's pretty much all about me. I like football as well sometimes.
I think anime is liked by a lot of people, or like it's not really got children's themes in it, is it? It's not like cartoons. So I think when you say I'm 32 and I like anime, anime is more of an adult thing anyway, right?
It is. Trust me, it is more of an adult thing than...
I mean, some of the anime that you've showed me is definitely adult content.
It is, so yeah. What about you?
Yeah, well, I'm from the northeast of England, in case you couldn't tell by the accent. I've lived in Dubai as well for 4 years. I actually came to Dubai in the pandemic and decided it was enough to be living in England with all the rain and the drizzle. And I was like, why not? Let's move to Dubai. So I work as a teacher. I'm a music teacher and a professional singer. I've been a singer since I was 18. And I travelled all over the world on cruise ships and theatres and all that kind of stuff. And have another few jobs on my CV as well. I was a bus driver at one point.
Plumber?
I've never been a plumber. That's probably one job that I haven't done.
You look like Super Mario, though.
I mean, is that a compliment? Mamma mia.
You have the same height.
As long as he didn't say the same width as well.
And the same width.
There
No. Wait, he's skinnier than you.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, my God. Why did I even start this podcast with you just to be abused?
I know.
I've done lots of different things. Also, what else have I done? I've been an activity instructor, been a tour guide. I took a year off and travelled around Australia. That was a lot of fun. So yeah, I think me and Barry come from two completely different places. Like we are, I'm European, you're African, and we have a lot of different things in our cultures that we talk about all the time. And we thought making a podcast would be really cool to have a platform and talk about these things. Yeah. We also hope to have some guests on in the near future as well. And hopefully it'll make this podcast really interesting. Okay, you want to add anything to that?
Actually, I just want to go back to why we called it Egyibberish. So basically, I'm Egyptian, he's British, and we talk a lot of gibberish, as you just saw now. So that's why it's called Egyibberish. So
yeah,
hope you like it, guys. So yeah.
Welcome.
So what do we have on our list? Because John actually likes to make lists of everything. So he made a list for today's episode. So what do we have on the list, Mr. John McGrath?
I mean, I have made a list of some certain things that I thought we could talk about. The first thing that we're going to talk about is we are going to look at movies. Mm-hmm. Because me and Barry are quite big movie buffs and we love going to the cinema twice a week. Yeah. So what has been the movie? I already know the answer because I'm telepathic. Okay. What is the best movie that you've seen this year?
Oh, tough question. But easy answer. Wicked.
Absolutely. And that's what we're going to talk about for the next
Wicked,
25 episodes.
I know. I know Wicked.
I don't know about anyone else, but I saw Wicked
Yeah.
on the West End, but it was well over 10 years ago.
Oh, you never told me that.
Really?
You actually saw the actual
I actually
show.
saw the show, at the Apollo.
No.
Is it the Apollo or the Victoria? Was it called the Apollo Victoria?
Okay.
I need to Google that. but I saw it in the West End when it had first opened, which was quite a long time ago. Definitely showing my age of being 38. And I remember it being amazing. Like, I remember walking out going, oh my God, that was amazing. But I can't remember the whole story. So going to watch the movie was like, it reminded me of what I was watching at the theatre, but I couldn't remember the actual entire story of it. So it was good to be able to like be reminded of the characters and what was happening between them. But it was the first time that you'd ever watched it, right?
Yeah, it was actually even the first time I've ever heard about the story. Like, I didn't know anything about the story. Like, I didn't know even that Wicked existed. Because, like, I remember maybe a week before the movie was out, one of my friends messaged me and he was like, would you like to go to the cinema? He thought that Wicked was out. And he was like, oh, would you like to go to Wicked? And I was like, what is that? No, I'm not going to go to that. Like, it sounds like a bad movie, and I was like, I'm not gonna go watch that.
You definitely
But,
nearly missed out then. But you'd heard of The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, of course I watched even the movie, but I didn't know that Wicked existed, you know, like, I'm not that cultured.
Well, that's true.
Let's
Barry.
not mention Elton John.
Yeah, this is Barry, who didn't know who Elton John was until like 3 years ago.
So do you know who's Kulthum?
He sold over like... Yeah,
do you know who's
Kulthum? I do because of you now.
Do you know who's Amr Diab?
No.
Do you know who's Tamer Hosni?
No.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but it's Elton John.
Yeah, so
have any of these
this is Tamer Hosni and Amr Diab.
Okay, how many records has this person sold in his entire
Amr
career?
Diab is going to Middle East in Saudi next month, I think.
So?
I don't know if he is or not, but he might be. So is Elton John going to a Middle East?
Factual things on a podcast, Barry. Either he's going or he's not. You can't like make up lies to support your argument.
I can actually check that out.
Okay,
right now.
I don't know who this person is.
Amr Diab.
Okay, right. So if he's really famous, how many records has he sold in his entire career?
We can Google that as well.
Yeah, Google it. Because Elton John has sold over 200 million records. Okay, he's super mega famous. So when you're saying, but do you know all of these other people? Well, I could say that about lots of different artists that I've heard from all over the world. 10. He sold 10 records.
Great.
Come on, we have eager listeners awaiting.
I know, but it doesn't say here straight away. Like, you really have to look for it.
Exactly. I wonder why. If I said, hey, Google, how many records has... Oh, no, I've done it and the TV's starting to talk to me. How many records has Elton John made? Like...
I mean, Amr Diab has been there since, like, I don't know, since 1983 till today.
So's Bananarama, but they've not sold 200 million records.
I don't think it's going to be 2 million records.
The point that you can't even find it on Google within 60 seconds
proves I know.
That this person...
He is famous, though. He is famous. Help me out here, people. Like, can you please comment how many records Amr Diab sold? So
anyway, the point of this is that Barry didn't know who Elton John was, and that for me is a travesty. Okay,
true. Back to Wicked.
Oh my God, yeah. So back to Wicked. Right. So how did we get onto that? Anyway,
yeah.
So right, Wicked. So the first time you ever saw it was with me when we went to see it 2 weeks ago. We were there for the opening night in the UAE.
Yeah.
We were super excited. Well, I was super excited.
He was super excited.
Oh my goodness, I'd waited
I was
so
very
long.
emotional.
I mean, there was a point, and can I just say, if you haven't watched Wicked, there is going to be a spoiler right now. So, like, fast forward maybe 60 seconds. Okay. So, when they do the dance... And she after the hat thing, and they do the dance on the dance floor. You were literally sobbing into your t-shirt.
I wasn't.
Yes, you were. You had.
I
hot
had a
tears.
little small tear in one of my eyes, like maybe the left eye.
No, I'm sorry. I have 6 witnesses to prove that you were sobbing like a little baby girl.
I was,
and I was as well. I don't know what it was about that scene. The acting was just absolutely.
I think it just like because it reminds me a lot of like childhood trauma, like. If you somehow like again this is another spoiler, like if you somehow was not the popular kid when you were younger and like you know like you got bullied a lot and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden it came like the moment that you know that you were waiting for, that the popular kid actually started to be your friend, you know, and I think like even if you were popular or not, because I wasn't not popular my entire life in school, like I was popular at some point, but like I've had still a moment where I, like felt that
Were you ever
I
bullied at
relate.
school?
What?
Were you ever bullied at school?
Was I bullied? Oh my God, all the time when I was younger. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
What did they used to call you?
Well, that's a funny story actually, because like when I was younger,
Is it? I mean, you were bullied. Is it a funny story?
I mean, it's not funny, but like it's funny how it happened. So because like it was the reason why I was bullied for it was completely by mistake. It was like a doctor mistake. So when I was younger, like my dad went to Saudi Arabia, okay, like for like pilgrimage and stuff. And when he came back, he brought us like some presents. And one of the presents was actually like a sunglasses, but the sunglasses was yellow. So it was like a yellow shade.
Right.
Okay. So I thought it's like a normal glasses, like a reading glasses. So I was like, just, I promise, like I didn't even see the yellow shade. That's how blind I am. Anyways. So like I was just playing around. So my dad was sat on the sofa there, like reading like the newspaper. And I was just playing with my eyes, like closing the right one and then closing the left one. But every time I close the right one, I can't see anything. I can't read anything on the newspaper, And I was like, what is going on? So that was the first time I actually discovered that there was something wrong with my left eye. So I went to my mom and I told her, I was like, Mom, this is happening. So they took me to the doctor, and the doctor said that basically it's called, like, I think the medical term for it is a lazy eye. So basically, when I was born, my brain was just like depending on my right eye and not using my left eye. Right. So he said in order for us to fix that, I will have to put like an eye patch or something like on my right eye and use my left eye.
Did he give you a parrot and a peg leg as well?
I wish. I mean, like that would have been actually cool, but no, it was just like a little beige like eye bandit to. Oh yeah, like it was really, really bad. So like
eye patch.
I couldn't go to recess. I couldn't like live my normal life for like maybe 4 years. And the funny part is that wasn't the case. Like I was born with something inside my eye. That's why I can't see properly. Like it's just a little surgery.
So you didn't need the patch?
I didn't need it after 4 years.
Oh my god!
And I was bullied for 4 years for that. So thank you, Dr. Amr Al-Bissa. I still remember you till today.
And he's coming for you.
Yeah, if you're watching this podcast, I didn't forgive you.
Traumatized.
So, yeah. Yes.
Traumatized.
I'm traumatized because of that eye patch. So,
interesting. I mean, I wasn't really bullied at school. I can't say that I was ever like really unpopular. But like year 7 and year 8, I was kind of quite shy. I'd been homeschooled for a little while, and then I ended up going into secondary school, and it was like really new for me. And I was like a month or 6 weeks late into secondary school, so I didn't know anybody. But it wasn't until about year 9 that I don't want to use the word popular because I can't say I was popular. It sounds a bit arrogant or big-headed, but like I was liked by everyone. I didn't have any enemies, and I certainly wasn't bullied, But it wasn't until I started singing. I played Danny in Greece, and everyone just like went absolutely mad. And then year 10, I played whoever it was. In year 11, I was in the show again. And actually, when I left school, I played a song on the piano as everyone, for like our final leavers assembly, and everyone was crying, "Oh, John, that was so amazing." And it was, to be fair, it was.
I can imagine.
But yeah, I wasn't really bullied at school, so I don't really have. It wasn't like coming from a personal place why I was crying. I don't think, but it was just that whole feeling of like her being rejected by society or reject. Well, I guess there is something in there, being rejected by society, but then being accepted, and it was like that acceptance. And apparently in that scene as well, Cynthia and Ariana never actually did that scene until it was for camera. And Ariana didn't really know what was going to happen with the dance and everything, so it was much more natural, and she felt it more, which I thought was a really, really nice touch looking back at that scene.
It was so natural. Like, I'll have to say that it was so natural. Like, I really, really felt that moment with them. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like I was living this moment with them. It was really, really, really
I actually
good.
had sobs in my chest. Like I could feel it like coming sobbing into my neck. And then I was
I
like, oh my
know.
God. I was like, John, don't do it in the middle of the cinema. Don't start sobbing like a baby. And then I was like,
But everyone is doing it, so
I don't think I can stop sobbing now.
yeah.
But it was just so touching. Like I would absolutely, if they do not win Oscars for those performances, I will be so annoyed because she was just phenomenal. Like it was just amazing acting. And then we need to get to the singing.
Yeah.
Like everyone praises Idina Menzel, and like she is phenomenal. Christina Chenoweth, obviously phenomenal as well. And together they were like the original Wicked crew, and you know they were brilliant. But there has been other singers that I prefer from Broadway, like Jessica Vosk, for example. Jessica Vosk is just one of the most incredible singers, and she worked in like an office. She was like in finance or banking or something, and she left a job to go and work on Broadway. And I can't believe that it took her so long to be able to find. Like she's so underrated. Like I can't. There's so many people that don't know who she is just because she's on Broadway. But her voice is just—it's so piercingly, effortlessly beautiful, and the notes that she sings are just—it's just beyond me. Like she's absolutely incredible.
Is this the one who played Glinda in the musical?
She played Elphaba,
Oh, okay, the lady with the black hair.
the Green Witch.
Yeah, the
She
lady
played
with the
Elphaba.
black hair.
The
Like
lady
she's
with the black hair. I mean, there are lots of people with black hair, Barry, but not a lot of people with green skin. So it would be more specific to say the witch with green skin.
I know, no, I'm talking about the actual lady because there are two of them, right? Glinda and
Yeah, Glinda and Elphaba.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
So-
the actual actresses, one of them was blonde and the other one had a black hair.
Idina Menzel.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So she.
That's why I'm asking if she's the one with the black hair.
I thought you meant the character.
I know.
Yeah, so she went for she was like playing Idina Menzel.
Yeah.
It was role after. And she was phenomenal. But to hear Cynthia sing and the soundtrack, I've just on repeat at the minute, like I can't stop listening to it. Like her voice is it's just incredible. And she puts her own spin on it a little bit as well with some different runs in there. And it's phenomenal. Like everything about the movie, the acting, the singing, the sets as well. I mean, the sets, not a lot of it was CGI neither.
Yeah, they had to build everything. They even built that train, man.
I mean, that was amazing.
It was amazing.
Like for them to build a train around a train, like to go to Oz.
Yeah. A lot of spoilers here. A lot
know,
of
right?
spoilers. So
But we
you
can't
guys,
help
like,
it. We can't
if you didn't watch the movie, first of all, you need to watch it. Second of all, maybe you need to watch this episode after you watch it.
I mean, to be fair though, if you've got to we recorded this on the 9th of December 2024. If you've got to the 9th of December 2024 and you haven't seen Wicked, then that's your own darn fault if we've spoilt it for you because you've had plenty of time to get yourself.
And I'm
the
sure
cinema.
TikTok spoiled it for you way before us. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, what happened to recording in cinemas being illegal? Because there's so much stuff on TikTok where people have literally recorded like 10 minutes of the movie.
Really?
Have you not seen it on TikTok?
no, I've seen like they took pictures from like because I'm assuming I don't know if this is the reality or not, but I'm assuming like they had a different start for the movie depends on where it is aired. Like in each country, it has like a different way. No, not like a start, but like the first like frame of the movie or something. That's why like a lot of people took pictures from that first frame and they posted it, and it was like all of them were different, but it's just like a different color, different way of typing the name of the movie or something like that.
I have no idea.
And
About that.
I've seen that. I don't know if it's true or not, but like I've seen that. And there is another fun fact actually about the movie. They said that both of them they were actually singing while they are acting, while they are doing all the stunts and
Yeah,
everything.
That's right.
So it was. I mean, like,
So even when she was flying through the air,
yes, she
you
was
know,
still
like
singing.
she was still singing all of that
Yeah.
live. Like
and it
honestly,
was. We have to say that this is one of the hardest songs in the movie.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
Defying Gravity.
Defying
is,
Gravity is
yeah.
just like it's a very, very hard song. So I've actually been to Abu Dhabi last Thursday, And I was there to watch Diddy Swims. I don't know if you guys know Diddy Swims or not, but he's amazing. Check him out. So
Barry's got this new obsession with Teddy Swims.
I just love the guy. He has
Yeah.
such an amazing voice. Anyways, that's not the point. Let's not go to Diddy Swims because I can sit here and talk about Diddy Swims for an hour. Just met the guy like literally last November, and I'm obsessed with him. Anyways, so on the way back, let me just go back to the
Barry and Teddy sitting in a tree.
He's really good. He's really good. Like he is really
Okay,
good.
we get it, Barry.
Okay.
Move on.
Anyways, so on the way back in my car, like I played all the songs from the movie, and I started singing "Defying Gravity," and it was hard.
God, I'm glad I wasn't in the car.
I think.
Listening to you butcher Defying Gravity. It's bad enough watching Elphaba on TikTok sing Defying Gravity all the time. I
I
wish
know.
someone would ban her account.
No,
Good
so-
grief. Let alone listening to you in the car.
I mean, like the moral of the story that I understand now how hard this song is.
Yes, especially when you're a baritone, Barry. So overall, what would you give Wicked a rating of?
To be very fair, I would say 9.8 out of 10 is just perfect because you can't give anything 10 out of 10. You know,
I mean, I can.
no,
For
you
a
can't.
movie that literally lasted 3 hours, that felt like 10 minutes, that made me sob, cry, hot tears twice, like that is a 10. for
Okay, but
me.
can I just say
There was
what
nothing wrong with it
can
at
I
all.
can I say what you said at the very beginning or the very first moment of the movie?
What?
You said, "Oh my God, just part one," as if like you didn't want to have a part two. And at the end of the movie, he was like, "Thank God, this is only part one." You
I know,
want to
right?
have a part two.
Yeah, because you don't want it to end.
Yeah.
And I can't wait. The thing is, though, like when you watch stuff, like I absolutely loved Avatar: The Way of Water. When we went to see that at the cinema and it was in 4D,
Yeah.
it was absolutely amazing. I was like, wow, like this is well worth the wait.
Did you watch Avatar in 4D?
Yeah, 3D.
3D, yeah,
3D,
because I
sorry,
think Mission Impossible or James Bond was the one with the
The moving chairs,
and
make you feel
stuff.
sick and
That was a
wobble you
horrible
everywhere.
experience. I mean, like
I
literally.
mean, I've had worse experiences, but yeah, it is.
No, I mean,
weird
like
sensation.
a horrible cinema experience. Like to be sat there like for like 3 hours and a James Bond movie. Okay, there is a lot of jumping, there is a lot of movement, and there is a lot of bullets. I think like we can feel the bullets as well. Like it was just like something in
Pew, pew, pew,
I know,
in your-
like,
in your chair,
and the
would go
chairs and stuff. Like it's poking you all the time, and I'm like, I promise it was not pleasant.
Cynthia, the chair is poking me.
I know. It was not pleasant. I didn't like that. So yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So yeah, for me, it's 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I would absolutely go and watch that 10 times again
Yeah.
at the cinema. It was amazing. So if you haven't been to watch Wicked, there you go. Watch Wicked.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay, right. Next thing. I thought it was really interesting,
Mm-hmm.
right, to figure out, because this is the next part. It's called Top of the Flops, right? So what songs were
Okay.
top of the charts and what were the flops of the charts this week 10 years ago?
wow.
And you think 10 years ago, you like think, oh my God, that was ages ago. It was like 2014, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like 10 years ago sounds like a long time. I literally looked at the global single chart for 10 years ago. These are the most popular tracks worldwide according to the national singles charts dated November the 29th, 2014, right? Can you believe Meghan Trainor, All About That Bass, was at number 1? You know it's all about that bass.
I
about that
love
bass,
this
no
song.
treble.
Is
right?
this with the guy who's dancing behind her?
I have no idea. I can't remember.
He's like a
I know the
very,
song,
very
though.
good dancer. He's like on the big size, but he's a really, really good dancer. What?
Okay, Barry.
He is a good dancer. Like, go and watch the video clip. I promise you, he's a really good dancer. Like, I was obsessed with this
talk
guy
about the song. Or do you remember that really big dancer that was behind?
because, like,
Very
no,
short.
wait. He is a really good dancer. Like, he even like got famous. I think on I don't think it's TikTok. He got famous on YouTube or something because of his dancing. Like,
MySpace.
oh, MySpace. 2014 wasn't that far. Come on, we had
Well,
Facebook at the time.
I know, right? But this is mad. So All About That Bass was number 1 10 years ago.
Okay.
Guess how many songs were in the top 10 by Taylor Swift 10 years ago? This is not an interesting question to ask, actually. It was 2.
I know, because I know I'm gonna be hated for that, but
You don't like Taylor Swift,
I don't
right?
like Taylor Swift. I just before anyone literally starts attacking me, I just don't think that she's my generation. Her songs doesn't speak to me.
She
You know, like,
is not your generation.
I know, like she's a bit more for like the next generation.
To be honest with you, I don't really think it's not just about generation. I think it's about gender as well. Like as a man, Taylor Swift doesn't particularly do it for me.
I didn't listen to enough songs to know that, to be honest.
The only songs that I really jived with was like on TikTok when it was like they have like
marry me and marry me.
yeah, wouldn't that to be alone.
I think this is the only song that I know.
I mean, that's a good song to be fair. No, you don't. So number 2 10 years ago was Blank Space. I got a blank space, baby.
I gotta write your name. Okay, I know this one as well.
You remember that one?
Okay.
And at number 3 was Shake It Off. Shake it off, shake it off.
Okay, I know this one. Oh my
Yeah.
god, I know a lot of
But these
Taylor Swift songs.
You liar.
I know a lot of
You are a
songs for
secret
someone
Taylor
I don't
Swift
like.
fan. That's why you don't let me in your car all the time. And every time I go into your car, you go, "Oh, John, put your phone on Bluetooth," because you know that if your phone starts playing Bluetooth, it's going to be Taylor Swift.
Oh no, that's an absolute lie. But I'll tell you why I know a lot of her songs, because like everyone around me used to listen to these songs, so definitely I'll be like exposed to it somehow, you know.
Okay, some other songs that you might be shocked are 10 years old. I'm Not the Only One by Sam Smith. Bang Bang by Jessie J and Ariana Grande. Bang Bang into the room. These are 10
love
years
this
ago.
song.
What the hell? And some of the songs that were flops this week, 10 years ago, which I'm quite shocked at, was A Sky Full of Stars, Coldplay.
That's impossible.
It was
People are still singing this song till today. This is one of their like amazing songs, especially in their concerts.
Well, it was at number 36 10 years ago. But it would probably charted much higher.
Yeah, people
But
didn't
10 years
appreciate
ago-
Coldplay
10
at the
years
time.
ago, it was 36 on the charts. And I looked through and there's some other songs as well. Like, all of the songs were so good. Like, when I think about music 10 years ago and I look at the charts, I'm like, I pretty much know all of these songs. Like, we had some wicked tunes, right? And then you look at the charts now and 9 out of 10 of the songs on the charts, I have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
In fact, most of them, I don't even know how to pronounce their names.
Wow.
I look at them and I'm like, I don't even know how to say the name.
And why is that?
I've no idea because they're just, I don't know, they're just all like weird names like KRGYZ or something. And I'm like, how do you pronounce that?
Is it called LOL, for example? So you don't know what is LOL because you're too old?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm a big Celine Dion fan and I pretty much listen to her all the
Are
time.
we going to talk about Celine Dion?
Oh,
now?
no, we'll save that for a whole podcast.
Oh my God, I'm not going to be there for that podcast. No.
Stop being nasty. This is episode 2, all about Celine Dion. Anyway,
Presenting John by himself.
Barry, you love Celine.
I love Celine, but not to sit for 30 minutes just talking about Celine. I do love her that much, but
Look,
not that much.
I'll do my own podcast, okay? I don't need anyone to be in a podcast with me to talk about Celine Dion because I know Celine Dion better than Celine Dion knows Celine
I'm
Dion. All right?
100% sure of that. Like, he is literally that obsessed with her that if you just, I promise, and I've tried that myself, and not only me, a lot of other friends have tried it as well. If you showed him a picture of Celine Dion in a specific dress, he will tell you when did she wear that dress, which song she performed wearing that dress, which event and which year, which date, and what time.
I mean,
so
that's pretty
crazy.
good, that, because, and also another party trick of mine is actually being able to listen to the first second, only the first second of any Celine Dion song from the past 30 years, and I will be able to tell you the name of the song, the album it came from, and the year it was released.
You know what? I have another another test for you, a Celine test.
Go on.
So I'm gonna start like finding pictures of her, but only with the hairstyle, and then I'm gonna ask you if you can.
I can probably give you, a like within a couple of years of each hairstyle. Yeah, it'd be
Okay.
pretty- like when she had really short blonde hair when she was in Las Vegas, that was like 2003. Like she cut it all off because
And now we are talking about
I
Celine
know,
Dion.
right? Okay, moving on.
Okay, so what's the other flops?
The other
Is there
flops.
any other interesting flop? Like Skyfall
not
Star that
really.
was
I
like
mean,
shocking. To
Not
be
really. I
honest.
mean, there are some things that I've never heard of. But
And maybe that's why they are flops.
I think, yeah, maybe actually. No, that's pretty much it. But I was just kind of shocked at like some of these songs that are like 10 years old. "Take Me to Church" by Hosier. Take me to church.
This is 10 years ago.
10 years old, right?
Wow.
Isn't that mad? And like even like One Direction, Ed Sheeran, Sia, Chandelier. Over 10 years ago.
I still have this song in my playlist.
It's crazy. Like honestly crazy.
Oh my god.
And Avicii was still alive. He had some songs there as well. Just
Oh,
10
I
years
love
ago.
Avicii.
I know, right? Anyway, right, so that's our music section. Any music that's caught your eye recently? Or caught your ear, should I say? Anything that you're listening to? Well, you said Teddy Swims.
I mean, yeah, Teddy Swims, The Door. This is one song that I love. But the song that I keep like playing on repeat now is Apata or APT or whatever it's called. I
have no idea. This is.
Are you joking me?
I'm not really, oh no, I'm not really listening.
Bruno Mars and Rosé, if I'm not mistaken. Her name is Rosé from Blackpink.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Are you joking me, man?
No.
Oh my god!
I've slid down on the sofa and I'm trying not to hit the microphone, but I've slid down on the sofa so far that I'm like literally. I'm hanging off the sofa. Oh my god! There we go. That's better. We've got this sofa, and it's literally like nothing is attached to the sofa. It's just all of these massive cushions, and it's so difficult to get. Everyone who comes around to our house is like, "Oh, this sofa's so comfortable." I hate it.
Everyone loves the sofa, including me. You're the only one who doesn't like it.
Just can't get comfortable on it. It's
I'm sorry.
too wide.
Back to Apata or APT.
Sorry, yeah.
You don't know this song?
I don't think so. I haven't really listened to Teddy Swims.
Casey face, na 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 na. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you?
Oh, maybe I do. People do that all the time. They say, "Oh, do you know this song? Or do you know that?" And I'm like, never heard of it in my life. And then as soon as you play it, then I'm like, "Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about."
So yeah, that's one song, and the other song is also like by Bruno Mars as well. Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga.
That's an old song, though, isn't it?
It's not an old song. It's literally this year. The song that they just
really. Oh, mind you, we are in December, so like this could be like 12 months ago, and I wouldn't remember. I can't remember what I had for breakfast. So
oh my god, like I literally forgot what the song is called.
Anyway,
but this is another song that I like. What about you?
Okay, well, I'm obsessed with this guy.
Die with a Smile.
Die with a Smile. That's what it's called. Yeah, I wasn't really so keen. I'm not really keen on Lady Gaga anymore, to be honest.
What about Bruno?
I mean, he's got an amazing voice, Bruno Mars, but I'm still not like over him. Like,
what was that?
He doesn't do it for me.
That wasn't a lot explanatory.
He's had some great songs, but like again,
he's amazing.
I'm not so keen on the newer stuff. Same with Gaga. She's kind of disappointing me a little bit recently.
What?
I think I'm just annoyed with her from years ago when she was meant to come to Manchester and perform and she cancelled, and then she rescheduled and then she cancelled again, and I was like,
I have personal issues with her. It's not about her music.
No, well, I don't like her songs neither. Anyway, moving on. So, we've done our movie review, we've done our music review, and our top of the flops. Have you got a joke of the week?
A joke of the week?
And keep it clean.
Oh my god, like I don't have anything at the top of my mind.
I'm a teacher.
I think you would have way more jokes than me because like I'm sure that your kids would keep telling you these like
No. I'm actually terrible at telling jokes. Like people tell me jokes, I find them hilarious, and then I cannot remember them.
Okay, so since none of us actually have a joke, why don't we ask ChatGPT to tell us a joke?
Go on then. Ask ChatGPT. I didn't say GTP there. Did you get it?
Oh my god, like for the first time you didn't say ChatGPT.
GTP, GPT. What's that?
It's GPT.
What does it stand for?
It's
chat.
I don't know.
Great.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's really good.
You don't have to ask these questions, man.
Right, go on then. Ask a joke. Chat GTP. What's the best joke this week?
What's?
Can you not talk into it? Do you have to type into it? Oh, this is so laborious and boring, guys. We've got people listening. Right,
okay.
GPT. What is the best joke you can tell? Here we go.
Actually, okay.
Oh my god, there's like 10 paragraphs.
I know. Blah, blah.
Read it.
Okay. I was going to sail around the globe in the world's smallest ship, but I bottled it.
Stupid joke.
That is literally like it. This is the funniest joke of 2024.
Well, chat GPT.
I was going to
Needs
sail
to,
around the globe in the world's
Do you get the
smallest
joke?
ship, but I bottled it.
Do you get the joke?
No.
Oh. Okay, here we have our first cultural difference between Africa and
I mean,
Europe.
like, does that talk about like the little ships inside the bottles?
Yes. Yes.
So he, instead of like going sailing and he just put in.
Yeah. he
How
bottled it.
is that funny?
I mean, that is a Christmas card joke.
That is
Not a Christmas card. That's a Christmas cracker joke, isn't
that is
it?
a father joke and a dad joke, and it's one of the worst dad
What does it
jokes.
say? The funniest joke of 2024, as voted at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, was from comedian Mark Simmons. This clever pun earned Simmons the top spot in the annual competition celebrating the best one-liners in comedy. No.
I mean,
No.
I must say that the people in Edinburgh have no sense of humor.
I apologise to everybody from Edinburgh.
Oh my god, I'm really sorry if anyone from Edinburgh is watching us, but like, guys, come on. That was voted the best joke.
I've heard a lot of really good jokes at the Fringe, and that is definitely not one of the best ones. Sorry.
Yeah, next time I'll come prepared. Like, I'll ask my friends around, I'll get some like really nice jokes. Like, but some of them might be in Arabic
We
though.
should be. No, I'm not doing jokes in Arabic.
I can say it in Arabic, so my Arabic audience can laugh about it, and then like I can translate it to you, so you don't laugh about it because it doesn't sound as funny.
Well, it won't sound as funny. I just won't understand it. So anyway.
Yeah.
Right, well, we're going to wrap up this first episode, guys, and we really hope that you've enjoyed listening to us for the past God knows how long, because we literally haven't timed it. So hopefully it's not been like 2 hours or something. Again, thank you very much for listening. We will see you on our next episode of Egyibberish. Make sure you follow us on Instagram using our what's it called?
Egyibberish?
Using our handle, Egyibberish.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it at
It is literally
Egyibberish?
at
It is
Egyibberish.
at Egyibberish.
I know, because no one else has had the absolute
I think
brainwave of
I think
calling
people
it
can find us
gibberish.
on YouTube as well, right?
Well, I haven't created the YouTube channel yet, but yeah, sure.
Okay, so you will find us on YouTube as well soon.
Okay, till next time. Thank you very much, everyone. See you later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.